The first day for many businesses to reopen in St. Louis City, we wanted to get an update on how things are going. So St. Louis Mayor Lyda Krewson is joining us live this afternoon. Mayor, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us.
Thank you, Claire, and enjoy being with you.
Well, thank you. We understand a lot of people really had this day circled on their calendar. We know you have eyes and ears across the city, so give us an idea what you are seeing and hearing so far about today's reopenings.
So, people are, they're excited to be able to go to their favorite restaurant or their shop or to church, but they're also doing it very responsibly from what I have seen. I think both the businesses and their customers are going slow, which is what we've asked people to do, and being responsible about making sure that they can socially distance, making sure they're hand washing, and wearing masks. Wearing masks, very important function here.
Cautiously optimistic, things are going well so far, but what specific things will you be looking for, you and your staff watching to determine if the stay-at-home order can stay in effect, if we're able to get back out and continue to go out?
Well, certainly we're going to be looking at behavior in individual locations. But in addition to that, of course, the physicians are watching very closely the number of new hospitalizations, number of cases, because we really have to continue to practice this social distancing and wear masks to avoid a second spike or a second increase, big increase in the number of cases. So we're watching all of that. It's our behavior, each and every one of us, that can really affect that. So if you will keep your distance, physically distant, and if you will wear your mask and wash your hands, then in all likelihood, we won't see a huge spike again. But it really just depends on the common sense being exercised by individuals and, of course, the businesses following the guidelines.
The county said today anyone who thinks they might have coronavirus and wants a test at this point can get one. Is that the case in the city? And if it is, where can people go? How can they do that? And how much will it cost?
Sure. So anyone who is symptomatic, there are tests available, and you can go to a federally qualified health center, Affinia, Care, STL. You can go to your own doctor. Call ahead, of course. You can be tested at one of the major hospitals, either in the city of St. Louis, BJC, or SLU. So there are tests available for that, and the tests do not cost. So I think that's a very important function here. No one should avoid getting the test because they're worried about the cost of it. Very important that we identify people who are positive so that we can contact trace the people that have been in their circle, the people that have been around them, and so that then those folks can be quarantined for up to 14 days so that you don't spread this. That's just the real key to keeping the number of cases low.
In your opinion, what is your hope and your expectation on the timing of return of big venues we have in the city and we love to visit, say the zoo, the Arch, the City Museum, the Botanical Gardens?
Everyone wants to know the answer to that. And it's going to be a few weeks. We're just starting out today, and we've got to see how this goes in a few more days. We're hoping that large venues, the zoo, the Botanical Gardens, will be able to open in a few weeks, but we've got to see how this goes. If it goes okay, if people are socially distancing, if we don't see a big run-up in cases, then they will be able to open at a limited capacity, and of course with social distancing and masks there as well.
We understand you have spent a lot of time in your office today monitoring everything, but you will be getting out this evening as other individuals are. What will you be doing tonight? Where will you be visiting?
Well, honestly, I'm just going to drive around in my own neighborhood and check out the restaurants that are there and see what kind of crowds that they have. I don't intend to eat dinner out tonight, but I do want to see what's going on. Now, the rain that we're having right now, that may dampen people a little bit from going out. But I just want to see what's going on. So I'll drive around and maybe stop a place or two just to check in.
All right, sounds like a plan. Mayor Krewson, thank you.